Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. Today I am going to talk about my 5 sources of income. So I did a previous video. I'm filming it the same day, but you guys will see it later, about how it is very important to have multiple sources of income. And as I said in that video, I have pretty much always had multiple sources of income. Just for an example, back in the day, I was a nanny slash babysitter, and I also hosted at a restaurant for a very short amount of time because then I went to college. But when I was in college, I worked at the school concession stand and the school gym. And when I came home for breaks, I babysat. And I've cleaned houses before. I've been paid to organize for people. I've done all sorts of stuff. Like I said, I've pretty much always had multiple sources of income. But my current 5 sources of income, and these have been my sources of income for many years at this point. So my first source of income is my full-time job. I am a home health care provider. I don't talk about it too much just for privacy. I try to be a little vague, but I have a client who I've been with for many, many years, and I work with this person 40 hours a week. Then, and so with that job, I have a 401k, I have health insurance, I have PTO, it's my full-time job. Then another source of income is I have another client who I've been with for even longer. Both of these clients I've been with for over a decade. So this other client I was with even before I met my main client. And currently I only work with them one night a week. That's Wednesdays. If you guys watch my What I Eat in a Day videos, Wednesdays, I am exhausted because I work with my main client and then I go straight to my second client for a few hours. And that person has other attendants. I just kind of fill in. So I've been working with that one for 14 years, something like that. Maybe a little bit longer. But when I got married, like 10 years ago, I stopped working with them for a few years. And then when I was going through my divorce, I contacted their guardian and was like, hey, I'm available, and they were happy to have me back. So I've been on again, off again with this client, but mostly on again. And the other cool thing is if I wanted to work more, I could just contact them and they're pretty much always open, but I really just try to keep it the one night a week, just because my full-time job takes up, I'm tired after working all day, but that is nice to kind of have my foot in the door for that. Another source of income is respite care. So I don't know how much you guys know about home health care, but some clients get something called respite care. So that is for their parents, guardians, whoever takes care of them, so that they can go someplace like on a vacation, or if something comes up that they just need to be out of, they cannot watch the client. Now, these are not their care providers, these are their guardians. And so sometimes they have things that they need to do or want to do, and they cannot take my client with them. So sometimes it is weekends, sometimes it's evenings. I have done overnights before. I do overnights a couple times a year. And so that's not super steady, but it does bring in several $1,000s a year extra. And so that's nice. And the cool thing about that too is that it's really flexible, and the people that I work with doing respite, they always are like, hey, I'd really like to go do blah, 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 or I need to do blah, blah, blah coming up soon. Are there days, weeks, nights that work better for you, and they're really open to working with me. And then we can kind of work out something. So it's super, super flexible, which is really nice. So those are 3 sources of income, which are my main sources of income. Then 2 things that I do that are my last 2 sources of income. YouTube is one of them. Now, I've said in previous videos, I do not make a lot of money on YouTube, and that's totally okay. But I have built up this platform slowly but surely, and I'm really proud of it. And the hope for me one day is to have a steady source of income from YouTube, even if it's small. And so I do count it as a source of income, because I look at my YouTube channel kind of like a savings account, or maybe even like a CD in the bank. You know what I mean? You're putting it away for till later, and then you're going to reap the benefits later, as far as financially. And if that never happens, that's cool. You guys know I do this as a creative outlet, but I do still count it as a source of income because I do pay taxes on it. So anything I'm paying taxes on, I count as a source of income. My 5th and final source of income is reselling. Now, I have been a reseller since I was a teenager. When I was a teenager in early 20s, my girlfriends and I would go to the flea market and sell stuff. I have sold, you guys know that I sell my coupon stockpile occasionally. Like every other month or so, I post a bunch of bundles. I have some regular customers that I've been selling to for 4 and 5 years. Well, I guess more like, 4 or 5, since I started couponing again. And so that's nice because I'm getting my stuff for so cheap, you guys know from my coupon videos, and they're getting a great deal. I'm getting extra sources of income. And also that helps pay for the coupon stuff that I do use. And I also sell at a consignment store that is local to me. Basically, I take my stuff and Brandon's stuff, and I have friends and family members that know that I sell stuff to consignment, and they will send me pictures like, hey, are you interested in this? And they know that I'm selling it. But it's one of those things like, this is really good stuff, but they might not have the time, energy, or they might not think that reselling is worthwhile to them, whatever the situation. But I don't lie to anybody. I'm always like, yeah, I'll take it. Do you mind if I take it to the consignment store? And they're always like, I don't care. So that brings in a little bit of income. And that's kind of sporadic too, because like currently I don't have anything to take to the consignment store, but there are other times where I'm going every other month with stuff, and I've been selling to them for 3 or 4 years. And that consignment store that's local, it's been around in the area for 35 years. So it's not one of those little consignment stores that's like open for 6 months and then like closes down. Because I don't know about you guys, but that happens a lot near me, where there's like a lot of consignment stores that just don't last. So whatever these ladies are doing has definitely worked. And so if you are going to do consignment, I definitely suggest going with a business that has been around in your area for a long time, if that's available to you. And again, just like YouTube, that's not a ton of money, but I do pay taxes on it, and it is a source of income. So those are my 5 sources of income, and they definitely come in the clutch, a lot. And like I said, this is why I was able to pay off debt quickly and build an emergency fund. And I just have a lot of balls in the air, and I totally get that that's not everybody's style, but you could do some of these things. And granted, if you aren't a home health care aide, then maybe, the first 3 would be a little difficult. But whatever your main job is, if you enjoy it, if you are knowledgeable in it, if you paid a lot of money for your degree to have it, then definitely see if you can get some sort of side business or part-time job with it. Now, none of these things are my personal businesses. Like I said, I do reselling, but it's like very, very minuscule, not like what you see like where people are making $10,000 a month selling on, some sort of marketplace. It's not anything like that. So none of these are my businesses. So it really is very streamlined, but you could potentially start a business and bring in income. But we all know that when you start a business, it's going to take you many years to actually reap the benefits of that and to be not losing money. So if you can work for somebody else while you're working towards that, that would be really good. So anyway, those are my 5 sources of income. They really work for me, and I am a busy lady. I am, but I have had these for so long that I have the schedule down. I still have plenty of time for my significant other, for my family, for downtime, for exercising, for all the things that I want to do. But this is how I make my lifestyle work, is having the 5 sources of income. And that's why they are so important. So I hope that you guys learned something, if not about wanting to get another source of income, but maybe an idea of a source of income that you could get that is relevant to you. So yes, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you did not know, I have an Instagram, The Frugal Life with Mercedes. Until next time, guys, bye.